Hello, everybody. My name is Grant Elwood. You're watching The Political Vigilante. Great way to support the show is to go to patreon.com/Grant Elwood. You can submit articles like this one, which is submitted by Bowden Potter. Air Force wants to utilize commercial satellites for nuclear command and control. This is a pretty scary article because what it goes into is how the military-industrial complex, specifically the Air Force, which controls two of the three branches that control nuclear weapons. So the Air Force controls the missiles, and they control, obviously, the bombers that drop them, and then the Navy controls the submarines that can launch ICBMs from underwater. And they are merging with unelected tech billionaires in Silicon Valley to just build some global Star Wars Space Force crazy program that can monitor us and can shoot nukes from the sky, which is just fantastic because I don't know if these psychopaths know this. One nuclear weapon launched and then it's over. It's not a winnable war. Life on planet Earth is done. Now, it's not looking good for us anyway with the climate change, but this is an even dumber thing to put money behind. This is what this general in the Air Force says, General Goldfein. Whether it's Silicon Valley or commercial space, there are unlimited opportunities ahead right now for us in terms of how we think differently on things like nuclear command and control. Commercial space. Space Force X? Is this Elon Musk? Unlimited opportunities, right, in terms of how we think differently on things like nuclear command and control. Oh. So a boardroom full of sociopaths were like, there's money to be made if we can get nukes up in space pointed at every living thing on the planet. They've had that. That's what this conversation is about. The Air Force wants to reap cost savings. They don't give a shit about cost savings. That's jokeable right there. By leveraging the commercial space industry. So these tech billionaires, I think they want to fly to Mars because they know the planet's collapsing and they just want to, have some resort up in space or something like that. Because they don't give a shit about you and me. Increased access to affordable launch services and smaller, more capable payloads has caused a rapid expansion in commercial offerings. Is he talking about a fucking pickup truck? What's he talking about? Capable payloads? This is all these lunatics think. But let's get at the real reason. The real reason. Existing systems are aging. The last major upgrade of the NC3 architecture took place in the 80s. What a wacky coincidence. That was the height of global defense spending because we were in the peak of a Cold War. It almost seems like they're trying to create another one because then we would be spending more money on more nukes like we did in the 80s. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Maybe to explain this.
There's one other thing in today's news that I think, that I also want to get some expert help about. But this one is one where I'm not sure if it should make us all feel more rattled or more calm. And this is something that we have covered on and off over the past couple of years, really, on this show. The basic story here is one that we started to hear about back during the start of the 2016 presidential campaign. In December of 2015, right before Christmas that year, there was a huge power blackout in the nation of Ukraine. It was Christmas time. It was freezing cold in Ukraine. Hundreds of thousands of people lost power entirely without any warning. U.S. government investigators soon assessed that power outage in Ukraine, quote, may well have been the first power blackout triggered by a cyber attack. Ukrainian officials were already claiming at that time, and the U.S. government's assessment would soon back them up, that it was actually a Russian cyber attack.
What? A Russian cyber attack? Oh, man. So thank you, Rachel Maddow, for giving us the history lesson on why you and how long you've been pushing this bullshit Russiagate. Rather than, she hasn't been talking about climate change and the complete collapse of life on Earth with a extinction event. She's talking about Russia. Remember now, systems are aging. That's why she has ads by Boeing
There's one other thing in today's
playing on her ridiculous program. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's here now.
All second stage tanks now pressurized. 30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is eternal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Services, defense. You see that last part? The future of services, defense, space. They want to get a taste of this because remember now, spending is down. That's why Rachel Maddow, Boeing buys ad time on MSNBC. That's why she's had to push, as she just said, this bullshit Russia thing for 2.5 years. When asked if the commercial space sector would shy away from working with the Defense Department, yeah, why would the commercial sector want to work with the Defense Department? They're all hipsters in skateboard shoes and hoodies, right? They're all cool guys. Yeah, man. Right on, man. I think we can really count. We can come to that common ground because I see no shortage of patriotism in industry anywhere. That sounds like a veiled threat. It'd be a real shame if some of those tech billionaires fell down a flight of stairs, you know? About time you got patriotic, friend. We'd hate to plant a story that you're doing technology for, I don't know, terrorism. Maybe there's a lot of terrorism. Maybe there's a lot of socialism up there in Silicon Valley. No, we're patriots. We want to help you bomb everything.